Hello, everybody, and happy Saturday and happy December. It is Christmas time, the best time of the year, along with Halloween. But anyway, I want to talk about Chris Cuomo and Tucker Carlson. Tucker says he is now supporting Trump, and Chris Cuomo, former CNN host, says he is considering voting for Trump. Let's check it out.
It's if it's Biden, Trump. Look, for me, again, we survived a Trump administration. Would we survive another one? Yes, yes. I don't think there's any greater risk to America with him than with Biden. And for people who are now going to attack me and say, "What are you talking about? Trump is like this crazy man." Well, look, as Patrick says, the data is the data. Nobody was trying to kill us when Trump was president in a way that they're not now. If anything, there's more hostility. And you can have reasons for that any way you want. I'm just saying, existentially, I'm not afraid of a Trump presidency. Existentially, I'm not afraid of another Biden presidency because, unlike many people in America, I believe that the country is much stronger than any individual leader.
That's an excellent point, and we'll talk about that.
Um, we survived the Russia thing. We survived January 6th. We survived having Biden as a gaffe machine. We survived Congress going after each other and doing nothing for the rest of us. We survived these things. Are we better for it? No. Should we be doing things differently? Yes. I think it happens. I don't know when. I don't even know why. But, in terms of who I'm going to vote for, I would really have to see where we are at that moment in time. And
So you're open to a Trump vote.
I am always open. And I'll tell you this people say, oh, bullshit, you've never voted for a Republican in your life. Wrong. And not only have I, the first vote I ever cast was for a Republican.
Look, no matter what you think about Chris Cuomo, he's a Trump hater, former CNN host, Democrat hack. Uh, he made some excellent points. Besides we survived the Russia thing, which was pushed by his party, which was a hoax, and then uh, January 6th, we survived January 6th. He's acting like it was 9/11, like it's the worst day in American history, which it wasn't. But anyway, he made some excellent points, and I want to talk about that. He says that we survived all these things as a nation over the years. We survived Joe Biden being a gaffe machine. In his mind, we survived all these things under Trump that happened. And he's right. Look, no matter what you think about Joe Biden, as horrible as he is as a president, gaffe machine, corrupt, southern border, he's decimating the southern border, trying to take out the American economy by going green. But we still have the most powerful military on the face of the earth. We still have the most powerful economy on the face of the earth. Yes, China's trying to catch up to us, and I get that, and that's a threat, but we are still number one in the world. What place would you rather be? Look, I don't like Joe Biden. He's doing a terrible job, but we have inflation. We have a lot of people not doing as well as they were under Trump. But we've faced worse times than this. We've faced uh, things that have been worse. Look, I live in Texas. Life is great here. If you live in Florida, you maybe have living a great normal life. You go to Idaho, you can live a normal life. You can go to Oklahoma, you can go to Arkansas. We have great governors across the country who will kind of shield you from this left wing nonsense of this Biden administration and what they're doing. But he made a great point. We, as a country, are bigger and stronger than any leader. Our, like I said, the greatest military, the greatest economy. You have, you can go to 50 different states to live, to change your quality of life, quality of life if you want to. If you don't like California because you don't like the nonsense that's going on there, you can go to Idaho. You can come to Texas. Just keep it red though. You can go to Florida. You can go to Arkansas. North Carolina is another place who's kind of purple but going red. But a lot of people still live a normal, free life in a lot of places. And as as much as I don't like Joe Biden, life has continued on for me, and uh, I'm living a normal life, and my wife and I are doing okay, and it's because it's because I think where we live has lots to do with it. In Texas, we have a lot of freedoms here, a lot of job opportunities, and that can be said about a lot of places in America. And he made some other great points that one thing he said was that a lot of people don't recognize this. And I had to realize this too. I had to realize this when Joe Biden got into office. As time went on, people were saying the stock market's going to crash, the economy is going to be destroyed, this and that is going to happen. But you think about it, we're still here standing. We still have a great country, the greatest country on earth, in my opinion. A lot of people thought that was going to happen when Obama got into office. It was over, the end of the world. It didn't happen. Yes, we're more divided now, but we still have a great country. When Trump got in, yes, I voted for Trump. I'm a Trump supporter. In my opinion, the country was doing much better under him. But for those people who thought he was a dictator, going to be a murderous dictator, going to start World War III, none of those things happened. We didn't see World War III. If anything, we saw more peace in the world under Trump. The economy was better. So yes, we survived all these things, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. We survived all these things as a nation. Congress sucks. Yes, the House of Representatives sucks. The Senate sucks. They don't get a lot of things done, but at the same time, we survived these things. You can still live a normal, comfortable life in America and live a great life. You can still achieve the American dream. Yes, it's a little bit harder now with inflation, but you can still build a business here. You can get a job, a great job. You can build a business, like I said. We have great innovators here. We have great technology. And it just, look, there's no place like it on planet Earth, in my opinion. We have so many things going for us as a country that I think we are bigger than any one leader. All of us together, 330 million Americans, 50 states, different leaders in different states. And we do have some great leaders here. Ron DeSantis is one. I have a great governor here in Texas, for the most part. Be like, you can go to Idaho, live a great life. So yeah, we have a great country. Still, let's talk about Tucker Carlson. Check this out.
Trump, I'll tell you that. And I can tell you, I mean, I've always agreed with Trump's policies, always. And I lost friends over it. But and I've never really actively supported anybody because it's not my job to actively support people. I watch, I like to watch. But I'm a voyeur.
Yeah.
But I became an active Trump supporter when they raided Mar-a-Lago last summer, the summer of 2022. That can't stand.
No, that can't.
And
that was something.
Agree with Trump on a lot. But even if I disagreed with Trump on a lot, I'd still be a Trump supporter because you cannot allow that. You cannot allow the regime, the president of the United States, to use the Justice Department to knock the front runner out of the race. You can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
So it's bigger than Trump. It's bigger than Biden. It's a question of, do you want to live in a free country with a functioning justice system?
That's exactly
and
right.
So I'm voting for Trump. And if they convict him, I will send him the max donations and I will lead protests. That's how I feel.
That's how I feel.
Because, and by the way, if I thought that he had committed some real crime, I wouldn't feel that way, but he didn't. He and Biden are both found with classified documents at home, along with every other former high-level federal official in history. But only Trump is indicted? Like, tell me how that works. Oh, shut up.
There you go. Excellent points made by Tucker Carlson. He man, look, Tucker, he doesn't come off as a super MAGA guy, super Trump guy. He never has, in my opinion. He's always been very critical. When I watched his show, he was very critical of Trump in the past in a lot of cases. At one point, I thought he didn't like him. And I know there was text messages saying that he hated Trump or something like that, and that Tucker Carlson did believe there was fraud in the election, but some of his lawyers, like Sidney Powell and the other guy, Woods, whatever his name is, they made us look bad by release the Kraken. So Tucker was very upset about that. And then there was he allegedly voted for Kanye West, but I don't know if that was actually true. And I read that Tucker said he never really voted in presidential elections. He votes in, when he was living in near DC, he voted in the mayoral elections because it impacted him directly because the property there, he raised his kids there, and he apparently registered as a Democrat because it was a one party district he lived in, so he didn't see a reason to vote Republican. I guess I don't know how true that is. That's what I read, but I don't know if he ever voted or not for in the presidential races. But he says he is voting for Trump this time around because of this. He agrees with his policies, and he thinks the indictments are BS, and they raided his home. He doesn't like it. So, and there are a lot of people that feel this way too. A lot of people feel that it was wrong. He's being wrongfully accused of these things, and they saw a current administration going after the front runner and former president. That's the way a lot of people took it, and there are a lot of people that say the same thing. I'm voting for Trump because of this, because of what they're going after him. You see, his poll numbers went dramatically higher after they raided his home in Mar-a-Lago, and among other reasons too why his poll numbers went up. But I just thought that was interesting to see Chris Cuomo and saying he might vote for Trump, and then we have Tucker Carlson saying he's now an active Trump supporter when he wasn't really before actively supporting anybody. But I think that's very telling of where we are right now in this Biden administration, where we are in this country, and things have to turn around. Look, we still live in the greatest country on earth, but at some point, things could get bad enough to where it won't be the greatest country on planet Earth. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.